So, good morning everybody. Good to have you all here. So, hi Vitali, exactly on time as always. So, let's see. Hi Vitali, hi Patricia, hi Sunset, and I think hi Renyard, and a hi to Manji if she's still connected. Okay, so yes, next stream on Thursday the 24th at 4 p.m. and that will be sentence transformations. Good morning, Manisco. Today we have multiple choice cloze. So let's see, we were doing this article about arcologies and huge buildings in the future. So good, it's probably good afternoon to you, Rohit. It's probably what, 2 o'clock in the afternoon in India or something like that. Okay, so let's see. Oh, I like this first question. Okay, it was talking about a vortex action where the wind blows against a building and then whips round the side, and it causes a low pressure area on the other side. And yeah, it's this vortex action that causes tall buildings to lurch, stagger, pitch, quiver, sway during high winds. So, lurch, stagger, pitch, quiver, sway. Good morning, Ronan. Great to have you. Ah, you're in Vienna, Rohit. Then, yeah, it's good morning to you then, definitely. Okay, so, good morning, William Sharon, as well. Okay, so, it is this vortex action that causes tall buildings to lurch, stagger, pitch, quiver, and sway. And good morning, Fabien. So we've got sway for Vitali, for Sunset, for William Sharon, for Manisco, for Renyard, and for Ronan. That looks pretty good to me. Okay, so let's look at some of these words. To quiver means to tremble, yeah? To vibrate. His lip quivered, moved up and down. Yeah, he was so frightened he was quivering. Sway for Jack Darby as well. Good to have you, Jack. To pitch means to throw in the air, yeah? So a boat pitches. To stagger, this is how you walk if you're drunk, yeah? Stagger is a way of walking. And to lurch is a very sudden movement, yeah? The train lurched forwards. A vortex is a spiral. Okay, to lurch or sway, says Patricia. Fabian goes to lurch. Okay, so what's the difference between lurch and sway? Sway is to move gently from side to side, yeah, to sway. The trees sway in the wind, whereas to lurch is a very sudden movement. And I don't think buildings lurch. A train could lurch, a car could lurch. Yeah, and I think if a building lurches, I think it's about to fall down, because you'll find it sways in the breeze backwards and forwards. Yeah, lurch is a sudden uncontrolled movement, so sway, very definitely. Okay, so let's go to the next one. Remember this meaning of to sway someone, to persuade someone. Yeah, I managed to sway him. A wooden house could lurch. Maybe if it's rolling down the mountainside. I think it's too much. It's too much. It's a very sudden movement. If there's an earthquake, maybe the house would lurch, yeah? But I think something big like that more normally sways. One way to mitigate, assuage, appease, solace vortexes is to change the shape of the building as it goes up, says Adrian Smith, the architect of many large buildings, including Burj Khalifa. So, hi Danielle, great to have you. Okay, so to mitigate, to assuage, to appease, to solace, vortexes. Your head's lurching and you sway your hips. Okay, so Jack's asking about assuage. To assuage means to quench, particularly you assuage your thirst. I was really, really thirsty and I assuaged my thirst. To assuage, to satisfy. You could assuage your curiosity. Okay, so when you have a desire for something, you could assuage that desire. You could satisfy it. Okay, we've got mitigate from Vitali, Sunset, Danielle, Renyard and Williams. Fabien goes for assuage. Ronan says mitigate. Rohid in Vienna says mitigate. And Patricia says mitigate as well. Okay, this looks pretty good. With to assuage your guilt, you can with feelings. You can assuage your thirst, but it's normally with feelings. To satiate, that's quite good. To appease means to calm somebody down by doing something nice, by doing what they want. The king of appeasement was Neville Chamberlain in 1930 something. Pacify. Peace in our time. I don't know. Let me write it down, Ronan, just in case. If I don't have an assuage, I damn well ought to. Where have I put my pen? It's disappeared. Here it is, where it should be. Assuage. S-U-A-G-E. Okay, so to appease means my girlfriend was really angry, really angry with me, so I bought her a bunch of flowers to appease her a bit. You solace somebody who's unhappy. Yeah? There. It's okay. It's going to be fine. Yeah, sentiment, yes. No, a sentiment is more emotional. It's closer to sentimiento, Sunset. And then to mitigate, to make less serious. Yeah, so we need to find a way to mitigate global warming. Yeah, to make it less serious. To absolve a sin, yes. Okay, yeah. The criminal was found guilty, but the lawyer gave various mitigating circumstances. And it's mitigate. Yes, it is, Jack. So well done, all of you. That was great. Okay, next one's... Yes, this one's easy. Okay, so yeah, to mitigate, to make something less serious, to lessen the impact of something. Okay, so if you don't change the shape of a building, that vortex has an occasion, opportunity, option, prospect to build upon itself and create waves of movement. They synchronize with the structure of the building and cause progressive collapse. Yeah, Absolutely, Renyard. It's this phrase, peace in our time, is just so ironic. Yeah? That's very good. Very good. There's a brilliant photo of him coming off the plane saying peace in our time. Okay, so we're starting to get some answers. That vortex has an occasion, opportunity, option, prospect to build upon itself. Hey, okay, nothing. Ronan says he doesn't like any of them. He then goes for opportunity. William Sharon goes for opportunity. So we've got opportunity for Vitaly, Renyard, Ronan, Williams and Patricia. Okay, an occasion. An occasion is a time. I had the occasion to visit my friend. You could use it as an opportunity, but not in this way. Yeah. Okay, Jack says prospect. I would say if you don't change the shape of the vortex, there is a prospect that the vortex will build upon itself, or there is the prospect of, has a prospect of building on itself. I'm not very happy with prospect. Yeah, has a prospect to no. Firstly, has the prospect. I would say there is the prospect of the vortex building upon itself. Yeah, prospect in the sense of possibility. But prospect says that something is likely to happen. Well, in this case, it is. They say it's likely to happen. There is the prospect of rain. Yeah, this is what they predict. Yeah, I think prospect is more the sense of a prediction. Yeah, an option is a choice, and I don't think a vortex can choose. So, hi Harry Liu, great to have you. And Fabien goes for an opportunity. So, occasion then, it's opportunity. Has an opportunity, a chance, yeah? Has a prospect to build on itself. Opportunity looks much, much, much better. It's more a subject, not as a subject. Okay, yes. Well, there is the prospect of something happening. Yeah. The idea of prospect was swaying in me. I would say within me, Patricia, a few changes. Okay, the next one I really like. I love it when I find mistakes in these BBC articles. Yeah, there's a mistake here. It's not the easiest to spot. Let me read. Therefore, rather than building an arcology as a shear-walled structure as presented in Dredd, it is more likely that it would be built to disrupt windflow, such as by employing a stepped construction like ancient Mesoamerican structures. So where is the mistake? Where is the mistake? It's funny, I did this a few days ago, and when I came back to check it this morning, it took me a minute to actually spot it. So, therefore, rather than building an arcology as a shear-walled structure, as presented in Dredd, okay, in Judge Dredd, in the comic, there was an arcology. It is more likely that it would be built to disrupt windflow, such as by employing a stepped construction like ancient Mesoamerican structures. Here. So we're still looking. It is likely to be built. It is likely that it would be built. I think the sentence works. Vitali! You nailed it. Well done. Well done. It wasn't the easiest of questions. Okay, so well done, Vitali. Okay, if you look at this, this word shear means to cut, to move forces in two different directions. To shear, to cut. So, to shear sheep. But the word should be shear. Because shear is vertical, absolute. Yeah? And this is completely different from the word shear with AR. So to shear, to cut, to shear sheep, to shear the wool off a sheep. My beard definitely needs shearing, it's getting long. Yep, I'm certain of it. Shear and shear. But shear in this case, this is a sheer cliff, sheer wall. Yeah, this is sheer madness. Yeah? Okay, so shear and shear. Sheer wall. No, it's talking about a vertical wall. Shear is talking about two forces that don't meet at the same point. One goes in one direction and one goes in the other. From aviation terminology, for example, Fabien. Yeah, Renyard says that I do have a lesson on that one. Shear with AR is a force. Wind shear, yes. Wind shear, yes, because it's twisting. But here it's it's actually quite good, Fabien. Wind shear, but that's talking about twist, whereas this is talking about a sheer vertical wall. Yeah, it's a shocking mistake. I quite agree with you, P. So let's try the next one. Another key challenge is energy generation. Renewable energy technologies like solar panels and wind turbines could be easily established, mounted, settled, rooted on the exterior of an arcology, but are unlikely to provide a complete power solution on their own. So, hi there Natig, and hi there Marianne as well. Okay, so Rohit goes for settled, Natik goes for mounted, Marianne goes for mounted, and so does Manisco. So does Danielle and Renyard. Okay, so if something is rooted, it's rooted into the ground. Yeah? Rooted is talking about the foundations of something. Mounted on for Renyard. Jack says mounted because it's on the exterior. Patricia says mounted. So an arcology is a huge building that is the size of a city. Yeah, it's a building that has 500,000 people living in it, for example. It's a massive building, Jack. So great to have you. And Fabien goes for settled. Harry goes for mounted. Let me check. Okay, sorry, Vitali, I did miss that one. Yes, way up the top. Absolutely. Mounted for Vitali. Okay, so it's not rooted. Established. To establish is to set up a system. A building becomes this, or a business becomes established. You could establish a base of operations or something like that. Settled. If something is settled, it's comfortable and in place. I settled into my armchair. Settle has more an idea of feel comfortable in that position, to feel comfortable in a place. Whereas to mount is to put something, to fix something in position, particularly on an external wall. Yeah? They mounted a satellite dish on the roof. Yeah? To mount, to put something on a wall, to fix on a wall, to fix in position. So definitely mounted. Okay, yeah, to mount something. You can also use to mount, meaning to put together, to assemble. So I mounted my piece of flat pack furniture. Yeah? But you mount some shelves on a wall. Bonjour, ça va mec? Ça va Maro? So Mauro, great to have you. As they would only be effective at certain times, backup power generation and energy storage systems will be needed for when there is an inadequacy, a lack, a dearth, a shortfall, or a shortcoming. This is good. So I'm going to give the rest of you a chance to answer. A deep-rooted fear. I like that, Patricia. That's very good. So, an inadequacy, a lack, a dearth, a shortfall, a shortcoming. This means there's a difference between the amount you have and the amount you need. Okay, so we're starting to get various answers. This is great. Let's see. Yeah, I thought this one might cause a bit of problem. Okay, so let's look at a couple of these words. Okay, so Danielle's asked me to explain dearth. Ronan goes for shortfall. Okay, we've got shortfall for Vitali, Sunset and Ronan. Jack goes for dearth. Renyard goes for lack. Danielle goes for shortfall. So does Rohit. I'll explain in a second, Jack. A dearth is when there is very, very, very little of something. Harry goes for a shortcoming. So, in this area, there is a dearth of good jobs. Yeah, there is when it's raining, there is always a dearth of available taxis. It means there are almost none available. You can't find any. Yeah, it's sold out. So a dearth of, a severe lack of, a lack, when there is a lack. I wouldn't use a lack. Let's see, I lack something. When there is, when, I guess you could use lack. Okay, so let's look at this word, dearth, scant, meagre. Shortcoming, inadequacy, a weakness. Yeah, one of my shortcomings is I love eating. Yeah, we all have shortcomings. Another of my shortcomings is that I'm particularly untidy. Yeah, or one of the shortcomings of the English language is it doesn't have any accents. So a weakness is a weakness in a person, in a system. Yeah, it's something that you should be covered, but it's not covered. An inadequacy. I think inadequacy, I think it has more an idea of a person feeling inadequate. An inadequacy. I would probably say where there is inadequacy or an inadequacy of electrical generation. Now look at this word shortfall. Here it definitely goes, the marks go to Vitali, Sunset and Ronan. Yeah? And Rohit as well for shortfall. Okay, a shortfall is where there is a difference between what you have and what you need. So I need to buy a new computer, which is 500 euros, but I've only got 200. So the shortfall is 300. It's the difference between what you actually have and what you actually need for success. So if you overspend your budget, then there is a shortfall. You don't have enough money. Yeah, the budget was 100 and you spent 200, then your budget will only provide 100, and the shortfall, the difference between what you need and what you actually have or what you actually get, is the shortfall. Yeah, it's a really good word, particularly for finance and economics. A discrepancy. Yeah, it's the discrepancy between the two. Okay. Nuclear reactors. Let's wait a second. So shortfall, the shortfall. Shortcomings normally for a system or a person or something like that. Yes. The shortfall between 3 and 5 is 2. Yeah, I guess it would work. It's more normally, though, between what you need and what you have. To fall short, yeah, that's the idea, Mauro, exactly. Okay, nuclear reactors are a possible alternative generation, resolution, outcome, conclusion, position, solution. Small modular reactors, SMRS, miniaturised factory-built versions of advanced nuclear reactors, are compact and efficient energy sources. To fall short of an aim. That's very good. That's the idea. Ooh, I'm glad to teach you something, Patricia. There's a collocation to make up the shortfall. Yeah. So my daughter said she wanted to buy herself a car, but she didn't have enough money. So I said, what's the shortfall? I'll give you the shortfall. Yeah, I'll make up the shortfall. Okay, so nuclear reactors are a possible alternative generation, resolution, outcome, conclusion, position, solution. I have a feeling this is one you're all going to get. Okay, so I don't know, have I got a video on shortfall? Let me write it down just in case. Shortfall. Okay, so we've got solution for Vitali, for Marianne, for Manisco, and for Renyard. Williams goes for resolution. The shortfall between what you desire and reality is legion. I love it, Patricia. Jack goes for solution, so does Ronan. Okay, and so does Danielle. Let's see, a resolution is you resolve a problem. So solution for Fabien. Outcome means upshot. Yes. Okay, or a resolution, a decision with resolve. The outcome, yeah, is what happens in the end. What was the outcome of the match? Then I'm definitely going to make a shortfall video, Ronan. A conclusion. A conclusion is the logical ending of something, the logical way it works out. Patricia goes for solution. A position. Nah, not a position. It's a solution. Well done, all of you. That was very good. It's an energy generation solution. You're providing a solution to a problem. Okay, so let's try one more then. Last one. Or maybe one after that. SMRs, small something reactors, claim some benefits over large reactors in terms of reinforced, enriched, expanded, enhanced, magnified safety and prevention of proliferation of nuclear materials. So to proliferate means to give these to everyone. It proliferates, to grow all over the place. So these reactors answer solution key. That's it, Patricia. So we've got enhanced for Vitaly, for Danielle. Small modular reactors. Thank you, Fabien. Bolstered safety. Yeah, I quite like bolstered. I like the word bolstered, Sunset. Okay, so Renyard goes for enhanced as well. So reinforced means make stronger. So reinforced concrete has metal, iron or steel bars. Enhanced safety for Renyard, Ronan and Fabien. The others just don't fit. Exactly, Ronan, I quite agree. And Patricia goes enhanced. To enrich means to make something better. We've got enhanced for Rohit as well. Expanded, to expand, to occupy a bigger area. To enhance, to make better, to make more effective and efficient. Yeah? Magnified, to magnify with a magnifying glass. No, it's definitely enhanced. And enhanced for Jack Darby as well. Let's do one more then. However, let me wait, because it probably takes a half a minute for this to actually come up on your screens as it goes through the system. That's it, William Sharon. Yeah, enhanced safety. You need reinforced willpower. So do I, Patricia, unfortunately. Okay, so, however, as with all fission reactors, the preparing, cleansing, processing, milling, and storage of nuclear waste is a challenge. This one's pretty easy. So, while we're out, what does milling mean, to mill? Fabien's gone for cleansing and Vitaly's gone for processing. So has Jack. What's this word milling, to mill? Probably in this context. Rohit's gone for cleansing. Renyard's gone for processing. So it's clearly between processing and cleansing. To prepare is to make something ready. Ronan's gone for cleansing. So I was preparing lunch. To mill, to grind, a miller. Yes, but notice in engineering, if you mill something, you grind it down. You could mill a piece of glass, or you could mill a piece of metal. Is to grind down the edge of something. Yeah, that's very good, Sunset and Jack. Yeah, mills in rural areas. So Williams goes for processing, and so does Daniel. Okay, cleansing and storage. I mean, yeah, I'm in a happy mood today. I mean, I've been had a good morning. Okay, so cleaning. I guess it could be cleansing, but cleansing nuclear waste. I guess you don't cleanse the nuclear waste. You cleanse the things that you use with it. I mean, cleanse means to clean, but they use this verb processing. Yeah, processing, dealing with, handling, managing, and that's the idea of processing in this case. So, ladies and gentlemen, enough for today. It's been great having you all. Clean and cleanse. I think they mean the same. Ethnic cleansing is quite often used. Yeah, milling. I think clean and cleanse are probably the same. I think cleanse is more formal. To cleanse means to clean. I think cleanse has more an idea of antiseptic as well. So let's see. Next stream on Thursday, the 24th of Nov at 4 p.m. UK time. Yeah, that's right, isn't it? Yeah, that looks right to me. Okay, so thank you all for coming. It's been great having you. I hope to see you all on Thursday. Let me just check that. That looks fine. Thank you for the congrats, Ronan. So thank you, Jack. Thank you, Manisco. Thank you, Arujo. Thank you, Mauro. Thank you, Vitali. Thank you, Ronan. Thank you, Jack. Thank you, Sunset and Renyard. And thank you, William Sharon. Thank you, Patricia. Thank you, Danielle. Thank you, William Sharon. Thank you, Rohit. Thank you, Jack Darby. Thank you, Fabien. Thank you, Patricia. And who else do I need to thank? Thank you, Manisco and Mauro and Harry Liu. Thank you, and William Sharon. And thank you, Nitik as well. Good to have you. And maybe that's all. I'm sure I've missed somebody out. So thank you all. See you all on Thursday if you can.